Make sure you are behind and beside them. Come on. Let's go. Right up. Show up. Go.
I'm sure I want some calories. Which of this is that? Going us again, action of the time. See,
Hello there, beautiful morning, you viewers from all over the states and wherever it is, and all over the world, wherever it is that you are watching us from. You are tuned into Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on Star Time. Welcome to Spring Delight. Yes, Spring Delight is back again, and we come to you every Saturday mornings like this from the hours of 9 to 11 a.m. and we bring you amazing content back to back. And of course, my name is Ajibike. I'm Jorin Ojo. I am going to be doing this alone today. Olatunde is presently not available. Yes, I hope you had a good time watching aerobics and participating in aerobics alongside with us and our team. The truth is, keeping fit is good business. It might not come easy, but eventually it is worth it. That is another way at which you can take care of your body right now. You burn out calories. So if you are not doing it at the comfort of your home, you can always go outside. We have gym centers everywhere. You got to keep your heart pumping. That is the essence of it. Yes, that was a beautiful one. I want to say a very big shout out and well done to our team that were out there for us for Spring Delight. Our very second segment is where we take you through today in history. We rejuvenate your brain about something that has happened way back, and we want to keep you in the loop. We want to remind you. And of course, we have our celebrity birthdays. I mean, in as much as, yeah, all are celebrities, but then we celebrate some of our celebrities that are known to our faces. So if your birthday is on a day like this, or your birthday was in the course of the week, we from Spring Delight, we are saying a merry happy birthday to you, and we'll pray to God that it will not be your last birthday. Of course, you know, Spring Delight, we have so many more activities. We have our guest segments. This is where we bring in different guests from different works of life. But before we go to our guest, I want to take you through today in history and celebrity birthdays. Don't go nowhere. back. The time is still Spring Delight on Western Channel 90 DTT. Yeah, that was happy birthday to all our celebrities out there. The one that called. My daughter had a birthday in the course of the week. Shout out to you, Pamela Yo. I mean, it feels like it's a festive period for me, back to back. But then, y'all are celebrities in your own way, and we want to wish everyone celebrating a happy birthday. Yes, we are still going on Spring Delight, and we have our guest seated right now, seated pretty actually, and he's going to be talking to us about something that is taking over the world right now. It has taken over, and every one of us, we actually in the know about it. Today we have Mr. Victor Oladipo, and he is a coding expert. Mr. Victor, good morning.
Good morning, man.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
It's good to have you, and welcome to Spring Delight.
A pleasure.
Yeah, I mean, you are a coding expert. Coding, we are in the world of tech right now. So I want to ask you this first. What is coding? How did coding start with you?
Okay, to answer your question,
Okay.
let me just say coding is the new literacy. You know, gone are
The
those,
new literacy.
yeah,
Okay.
gone are those days when you say, oh, somebody is literate just because they can read and write.
Okay.
But in this present time that we are in,
Okay.
we interact with computers
Yes, definitely.
every day,
Yes.
even from our mobile phone to our laptops and even devices around us. So all of these are forms of computers that we interact with.
Yeah.
And again, when we talk about coding, coding is the process of creating information, creating instructions rather,
Okay.
for computers to perform some specific tasks.
Yes.
So that is just coding. In
Yeah.
a simple definition.
Okay. So how did it start with you? Why coding?
Okay. I'm a graduate of pure physics.
Okay.
So while in school, I borrowed some courses in computer science, and from there I was able to know that the future, is coding, because I got to know many of these applications and softwares that have already penetrated almost all industries.
Yeah.
And as it were, I also discovered something, that people were losing their jobs. Companies were sacking their staffs, and I began to ask myself questions.
Okay.
What could be responsible
For
this?
this?
And I got to know that computer was already taking over people's jobs.
Okay.
And even while some were losing their jobs, some were
getting jobs.
Then I sat down and I thought about it again. So, and one thing I was able to derive from all of this is that people losing their job is not as a result of the fact that there are no jobs, but the kind of what's it called now? The kind of skill they have
is
are
not
no
what
longer needed.
So they're advancing over that.
Yes. So I told myself the best to do now is to learn coding.
Was to advance with them.
Yes.
Coding and tech. Can you explain the difference between these two? Because we hear, we are now in a tech time, in tech world. There is the coding. Please, I want you to expatiate for us.
Coding and tech, they are.
Are they siblings?
They are siblings.
Okay.
Sincerely, they are siblings. And maybe that term coding, is like the word we use for the advancements that we have seen in tech.
Okay.
And coding, as it were, I said it before, it's the process of creating instructions.
Creating instructions.
Yes, for computer to perform a specific task.
Okay.
So, and computer is also a form of technology.
Definitely,
so,
definitely.
For it to, deliver, for it to perform a task, you need to write some instructions.
Definitely. You give it information, then it passes it for you.
That's it. Yes.
Now, tech has migrated to schools, which is actually expected, because at the end of the day, parents cannot do everything, So, but the question is this: what is the in-depth of tech in our schools today?
Presently, if I may say, from the little I've experienced, we have not yet gotten there.
Okay.
Although schools are trying, and in my few experience, with schools, I've gone to several schools here in Osun.
Okay.
And one of the major challenges that I've seen is the schools are not well equipped for coding.
Okay.
Because a lot of times I've had to just, quit training students, even in school, because some of the facilities needed,
they don't have
available.
it.
And I also understand on the part of the schools that when they invest so much into all these gadgets, the parents always have this question in their mind that why do we need to pay so much to train our children coding? Because they
Okay.
are here to see the importance of coding. They
Yeah.
believe, and people should also know that coding is the new literacy, and if they have this understanding,
They
they'll be
would
willing to invest as much as they can.
as they can.
And I've also seen that only parents who are well exposed, who have seen things and understand the
or
recent
probably in the
trend.
line of tech.
Not really.
Okay.
Not really. Maybe those who research a lot.
Okay.
And
Let's
have
we can use
seen
that.
what people are doing in other countries.
Yeah, fair
We've
enough.
seen how little children are doing things
Fair
with
enough.
technology.
Fair
So
enough.
they are willing to invest the same
in their own children too.
So for one or two of them that I've met, they are willing to go as
Out
far
of
as
the
to
way.
just ensure they give that skill to their children.
Wow. Okay. So now about tech. You spoke about the labs not being fully equipped. Are we talking the private sector here? Are we talking about the government sector here? Where do you think we are lagging behind? In which of these sectors?
Really, where I went to and I saw all of this was private schools. And if we look at it very well, private schools are even doing better. That's why most people want their
children.
We should not even
The
public
government.
schools.
I don't know public holiday government
Government schools, yeah.
Yes.
So as for the government schools, I've not been to any so far.
Okay, so you can't be so sure.
I can't be so sure, really. I can't be so sure.
Now, how long have you been into the world of tech and coding? How long?
Over a decade now.
Over a decade. That is over 10 years.
Over 10 years.
So then and now, are we saying tech is dead now, or we are just resurrected, or we've been dead since the inception?
Oh, I wouldn't say tech is dead. Tech is not dead.
Was it then for a decade come to now? Has it advanced more, or it has deteriorated?
Yes, it has advanced more.
Okay.
Seriously, it has. And the advancement is to the easy access to resources online. Because in recent times, I've met with teenagers who are doing so much in the world of tech.
Yes, fair enough.
And when we talk about tech, it's it's huge. It's huge. It cuts across different sectors, different industries. But the one that that gets my attention so much is the area of marketing.
Okay.
Tech,
tech marketing.
Of marketing.
Okay.
Because it has also helped, it has helped us to do more in the area of marketing.
Okay.
I've seen teenagers who are even making millions online. Students.
Okay.
Just because they understand how to use tech to market, to reach out to the world. These days, you can be in Nigeria and be transacting business with
all over the world.
Just with your mobile phone, not even a laptop now, with your mobile phone. And I've seen young, teenagers
get to this level,
making millions. In fact, I've seen teenagers who are now the breadwinner of their
family through tech.
And that is just the good thing about technology.
Automatically, this is limited to some certain set of persons, because if now you tell us most of our schools are not well equipped, what do you think is going on there? Why is that happening? Does it feel like it is going to change with time? I need you to talk around that.
Yes, I believe it will change with time.
Okay.
But then we should not put all on the government because that change has to come
from within,
from us.
Okay, from us.
We are now in a world where education is beyond the four walls of the school. We have the several platforms where one can learn, YouTube, a lot of others.
Yeah, okay.
That you can learn and even earn a certificate.
And be certified.
Yes.
Certified in tech.
Those that will train you, yes, those that will train you are not even people from here, even from US, UK.
Wow.
You can research and get trained and become skillful at whatever
you do.
You do.
So now tech is another word entirely, and we have the word of coding too. Yes. Now coding is like the new trend. Everybody, I code, it is almost trending and all that. So now tell us about the enlightenment that is going on right now, like in the coding world itself.
Yes, if you look around now, you see banners everywhere saying, come and learn coding, come and learn coding. And coding in itself, all those is just creating awareness, and which I really appreciate. And I remember the first time I came to Osun, that should be 2017. I looked around and I felt there's a need to create that awareness in this place. And I connected with one or two friends. One of them gave me a link to what's the name of this place now?
Okay.
A suburb to Shogbo here.
Okay.
So, and I was able to go there to tell them the importance of coding and even tech itself. And people should not limit it to, oh, you know, my parents are not rich,
so I can't afford to do it.
That. No, this is an era that you don't have excuse.
Wow.
As long as you have
your phone
with you,
you're good to go.
Go on YouTube and learn.
Okay. I'm enjoying this conversation because coding, the old tech world, is not as it seems. You can always knock on the door and get in there. Mr. Victor says so, the coding expert. Let's go on a short break where we're going to be taking AI and coding. And when we get back, Mr. Victor, the coding expert, is going to be well seated. Don't go nowhere.
It was a show of shared talent and display of acquired knowledge of technology and engineering at the Live Coding, Robotics and AI exhibition organized by Treasure Trove Montessori Schools. Students from various classes all put their brains to test, working on projects from robotic dogs to drones to automate a building project from scratch. Meanwhile, discussions went on by the site as parents who are experts in various tech and artificial intelligence careers print and patent through the information communication technology into his world. One of the analysts, Mr. Ajiboye Raphael, highlighted some of the importance of arming children with ICT as a necessity in this age, while Mr. Adebayo Johnson, speaking on the future of technology, has said that 230 million are pledged in the nature.
Our children, we are more than life tomorrow. And how well do without this? And we expose them to this. When that time they need it, they will surely be appreciated. So having educated in education with with ICT, because it's a requirement as far as their life is concerned, it's a requirement as far as career jobs are concerned. And for them to do better, just like parents get to do better themselves, we cannot without ICT.
Now, there's a statistics from International Finance Corporation, and it says that in the next 2030, that's 6 years away now, that in Sub-Saharan African country, about 230 million jobs will be centered around digital skills. That's just 6 years away. Now, it's already happening, but some part of the country, like Nigeria and few others, may not have really experienced it now. The future is bright.
The panel then urged parents to also take education as they can for awards. Similarly, Director of Treasure Trove Montessori School, Mrs. Oluwaseun Adapo, enjoined parents to continue to push their children to engage more with ICT.
I encourage to engage with the subjects, interact with our students, and witness the incredible creativity and talent they possess. Together, let's celebrate their achievements and encourage them on pushing boundaries of what is possible in the realm of technology.
Speaking with one of the developers who worked on a circle drone, Kayode Jedidiah, a junior secondary school student, took us through the process of building it, while Angela Oluwasholadada explained how the automated estate works.
The drone has various components that have to be protected by the frame. So here are some various parts of this drone. We have the frame, the battery, the flight controller, the remote controller. We have the motors and the propellers. Now I'll be explaining what all of them do as a function of this drone. You will also hear why this drone flies. Now, the reason why the drone flies is because of a principle of aerodynamics. Aerodynamics in a way that when you have a fan with you, if you switch it on, it blows air towards you. That air, if you put a paper there, it pushes it away. But because you have more force than the air that is being blown to you, you can withstand it. Now, that's exactly like what's happening to the drone. As we all know what gravity is, when you jump up, you come down because gravity is pulling you down. Exactly what happens to the drone. Gravity also pulls the drone down. But because the propellers must have enough force to be able to go to the air, that's what makes the drone be able to get into the air. But if the drone is like far away or you have an interruption between the signal of remote controller and net controller, you lose control over the drone.
The part we call it the automated is automated gate. The gate goes to open and close when the car comes close to it. When the car comes into the atmosphere, it closes itself. Without the code I'm writing, the gate will not be able to understand what I'm trying to do. The coding language I am using is C++.
The basic class pupils were also not left out, as they also worked on semi-automated projects using plastic toy pens and rods. The aid professional and the student, Mr. Victor, noted that literacy in today's world is no longer lack of education, but rather lack technological knowledge, and to more bring their world speed with AI and tech trends.
I tell people generally, for our own generation, for our own age, if you can't read and write, you are an illiterate. But for their generation, if you can't use tech intelligently, you are an illiterate in your generation. Because for them, that's their lingua franca, that's what they understand. Every young child can operate a smartphone. Every child loves to do tech. And for our generation, it's not about what I want to do tech or not, it's what do I want to do with tech. So every child should take tech important as much as reading and writing. Parents should take this seriously. Schools should take this, not jamboree training, the real training of what they need to do with technology.
The special guest of the day, the Chief Executive Officer of Rave FM and Western Spring Television, Dr. Femi Adefila, also went on tour around the venue to catch a glimpse of the various projects. He then advocated for a paradigm shift from reliance on resources to knowledge and artificial intelligence.
Our pupils, our students, our young ones, prepared for the future that is here. That is this generation. With our resources, with our natural resources, we are nowhere. Natural resources are not making the money. It is data, it is knowledge, it is artificial intelligence that is making money. And African continent must move beyond where we are today, this realm of relying on resources to the realm of relying on knowledge so that we can be relevant in the next generation.
Experts would say technology and by extension artificial intelligence is the future. Ever the various project exhibitions shown are telling the world that the future is here. Lydia Adegbaju, Western Spring Television News.
Yes, we are back. Okay, I don't know what Mr. Sheyi Babatunde did there, my director. You're just trying to, I don't know, with Pastor Alaka. But then it's fine. Spring Delight is back, and we just had to go on that short break to see what is happening in the world of ICT, robotics, which is taking over our schools right now. And this, I mean, it's a form of literacy, like my guest said. So Mr. Victor is still well seated. Hello, Mr. Victor. Thank you very much. I love the part at which you chose, because week in, week out, to bring in different set of guests here, and everybody's good in their own dimensions. But then we're not through with the world of ICT. I want to ask you this. What do you think the schools should be doing now to sensitize our students, our children, and the parents too? And the parents too, because in as much as the school is now open to the world of ICT and coding and the rest, what about our parents? How do we make them in the know? How do we give them that, like they have something to lose? Please, I need you to speak about this.
All right. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
Concerning the schools are really trying.
Now,
I have to be fair.
Yes.
Because they are trying in creating that awareness. I've been to at least 1 or 2 schools to talk to parents about the importance of coding and why their children need to get started immediately.
Yes.
But then the main bone of contention here is always the cost. So many parents think it's too expensive. And really, I don't think any skill or any knowledge you will gain in ICT
is a waste.
Is a waste, no. Because with IT skills, with coding skills, your children can be making money even while they are still in school. I know.
So it is a win-win.
It's a win-win. So it doesn't matter how much you have invested now. In a matter of a year, that child can even be the breadwinner of your family. And that is what some parents are yet to know. And if you doubt it, go online. You will see videos of teenagers who thought of how they could help their parents.
Yes.
And decided to choose the way of ICT.
Beautiful.
And began to learn skills.
Beautiful.
And in a matter of 1 year, just go online and check.
What age are we looking at here? When you say in the matter of 1 year, they are already like breadwinners of their family. At what age can this come to play?
It can happen even with a child of age 16. It depends on how early you expose them.
How early? That is a yastic, huh?
Yeah. So age 16, age 18.
Oh,
I've
okay.
seen
So
them who are making millions
already.
I'm telling you, millions. And many of us will see them and say, "Oh, he's into Yahoo. No. If you call them, sit them down, ask them questions, they will tell you things.
Bringing me back to that Yoruba saying that will say, so you might just look at these children in the street, might just see them doing okay, their parents are living all right, and you would just think they're into like the illegal business, meanwhile they're very legit.
Very
beautiful.
And if I may quickly add this,
please do.
There's this particular guy I follow, an Indian but based in US.
Okay.
Anik Singer.
Anik Singer.
Yeah. So he's an affiliate marketer.
I will follow that after the show.
He's doing well. He's doing well. And there was this story he shared that really moved me. He said while he was in school, he has always been creating contents online, and people have been following.
Okay.
So later he got to know about affiliate marketing. So he decided to register for one.
Okay.
And shared his link with his audience.
Okay.
And within 3 months or so, he made sales that got him a commission of $30,000, and the check was sent to his home address. Then he was in school.
Okay.
And that check got to his father. When the father saw the check,
okay,
the father quickly called for him and said, "Come home now. I need to see you.
I need to see you."
And he said he was so afraid that
what's going on?
Daddy calling me, this sudden. And on getting home, he saw the father sitting down, holding a paper. He didn't know what
was in there.
And the father was like, "What have you been doing lately?" Because the father thought probably he's doing drugs.
He has done something. He has gone illegal, illegit.
Like, Dad, what kind of question is this? How are you? I said, no, don't try and be smart. Just tell me, what have you been doing? And he now explained. And the father said, wow, this is not fair. And what made the father, to make that kind of statement?
Okay, please do tell us.
This man, I think a doctor, I think his father is a doctor or engineer. I can't say now. And this man has been working for years. And in his years working, he has never held
such amount
check.
in his life. So, and my son is bringing the check in.
Cool. So you are doing something online, and you just got this money.
This is not fair.
This is not
good. This is really beautiful. But then, thank you very much for that. That story. How affordable is ICT training and its equipment? Because trust me, in as much as we feel like, I believe most parents would want to, but it has been said, we don't know if this is a stereotype or we are just assuming that that is everyone's thinking. How affordable is the ICT training itself and its equipment?
Okay, thank you very much. Talking about how affordable, I would tell you, Ma, that it is very, very affordable now. It is very, very affordable and easily accessible now. I know, in fact, from the little experience I have, those who have gone far in the world of IT are those who have gone by the way of self-development. And we are failing because we are putting this responsibility on school. We are putting it on the government. Meanwhile, I said it before and I'll say it again.
Our future is in our hands.
If you have this phone, if you have a tab, if you have a laptop and you have internet connection, you have it all.
You're good to go.
Go online, just search. Is it web design you want to learn? How to design a website. You will see a lot of resources that will train you. The only time you need an instructor is probably if you want to train a little child of maybe age 10, age 8, or probably you have done so much for yourself, you now feel you need to advance. And someone that has gone ahead of you needs to put you through one way or the other. Aside that, all you need is already in your hand.
Wow.
And as long as you put it on school, it will not be affordable because they too want to make money.
Definitely.
They want to make money to put all these things together.
Yeah.
Like the school I was training like a year ago, when they considered the money they would spend in fueling their generator, for us to be able to deliver this.
Definitely.
And they put the cost together and they send their costs. Cost to the parents.
And that is where it gets unaffordable.
Sorry, I cannot.
That is where
parents can as well help their children. And also, this coding literacy, this coding skill, parents should not just think that their children alone should learn it.
Even parents
they
too?
themselves can learn.
Is it never too late?
Never too late. Because we said it's the new literacy. So, and you cannot afford to be an illiterate in the world of ICT. Because we interact with computer every day, and most of us that think we are good, in tech. Probably I can operate my phone very well. I can do this. I can do that. You are only good at consuming technology. When we talk about coding is all about you creating.
Wow, you are just consuming it.
You're just consuming it. Somebody created the solution. You fell in love with it and started using it. But
so you have to be a creator too.
That is the main idea of coding. So that you understand how to instruct computers. Once you sense a problem in an area, probably you are selling this or selling that, and you feel you need computer to help you do better. And you know how to code.
Yeah.
You don't even need to give it to someone. You sit down on your own.
So what are these things that you can use coding for? I mean, we understand it goes a long way. Give us ideas.
You can use coding to create apps, games, softwares, and which software is the most popular among all of these.
Okay.
Because industries use them a lot.
Okay.
In fact, there's hardly no industry you get to now that you won't find one software there. Even in our church, we see people using projectors.
Of course.
Expecting that.
Of course.
Somebody sat down and thought of it. Gone are those days when we have to carry our camera everywhere like this. Now somebody sat down and felt, I can design a camera that'll be flying.
Like a drone.
Like a drone.
Yeah.
And somebody put that together.
And
many of us fell in love with it. We even learned how to operate it. But somebody seated somewhere has done that and is cashing.
Recently talking about creation, recently we just have this selfie stick now.
Yeah.
Before you have to bring your phone and do this. But now someone actually sat and thought about it. Like, now we have a selfie, they will have a remote. Then I could just sit there like this and I am taking my pictures. Those are coding, right? Yes. Now I need you to explain the coding. I've heard IT, I've heard the ICT. Can you give us, what are the differences between this?
Talking about coding, like, it's the language of computer.
Okay.
Language of computer, whether ICT or whatever, they use computer.
Okay.
One way or the other.
That is the coding.
So coding itself is that language. Is that it's what helps you to write your software.
Oh, okay.
What helps you to put together your game.
Okay.
And begin to create solutions. So that is what.
Then the ICT itself.
ICT, information and communication technology. These are just aspects of technology.
Technology,
but at the base is coding.
It's coding.
Yeah, our phone, the operation is coding.
It's coding.
Well, my bank app, my Instagram app, my Facebook.
Those are coding.
It's coding that powers them.
Yeah. It's fine. Okay, so now ICT is a requirement now. In fact, it is a mandatory for fresh graduates. So what would be your advice to them? I mean, the fresh graduate right now who feel like it is not an option. Maybe they want to look the other way. What do you have to say to them?
Well, what I'll tell them is that they should stop consuming.
Don't be a consumer, of technology.
Yeah, make the right choice, because I see a lot of young graduates, teenagers who prefer watching videos, watching skits. It's good, really.
Okay.
It's good. But then don't spend too much time on those. You too can create something.
Wow.
Somebody created those, and you are watching, they are getting views, they are making money. So what are you also doing? In what way are you also creating solution
to the problem?
Flow to you. And I always say this, Emma, that the future of work has changed.
To explain this,
it has changed really, because I've seen things in my few years, doing this.
Okay.
Recently, I came across a particular application, Bondex.
Okay.
Bondex application, and I saw some job offers there.
Okay.
That pays in dollars. You'll be here in Nigeria, be working
you're
for a
earning
company in Japan, in China, in USA, just because of these IT skills that you have, coding skills.
Wow.
And what makes it beautiful is that you don't need to, unlike the engineers.
Okay.
For you to deliver your service, you have to go to the place of your clients. You need to visit them. But I've offered services to people that I've not even seen like this.
In your life,
me,
and you've been transacting business with them.
Not met, like physically. It's only on phone. They saw
yes.
I could offer,
yes.
and I offer my service. They pay, and the business has been going on.
Do you think everybody should have an idea of the coding world, the tech world? Do you think it should be a must for everybody?
Yes, it should be a must.
Even a layman?
It should be a must. It should be a must. Reason is, this is now the new language.
Wow.
Imagine you cannot communicate, because we are gradually getting to the contactless era, like somebody said, where you'll be seated and all you have to interact with are computers.
Gadgets all around you.
You cannot even talk. You cannot communicate with these things. They are looking at you and you're looking at them. So it becomes boring.
It becomes boring.
So it doesn't matter. Even the basics you can learn. Not to apply for a job.
Okay.
And render that service just for your own knowledge, for you to know how it works. If somebody is bringing something to you, you should know how it works.
Yes, fair enough.
You should know how it works. So I advise that, and even for parents, they
Okay.
should not put it
Yes, I was going to ask about that.
on their children, because as a parent, if your child knows so much and you don't know anything, and he or she has just created a solution,
okay,
and she wants to express herself, and this thing, and you look, okay. Within her, she will say, even mommy does not even understand what I'm doing.
That could be a turn off somewhere.
So she would prefer going out there to meet her counterparts who understand, the language she's speaking. But if you know at least a little, she'll be able to tell you, okay, let me show you this, that, and you will understand. You also flow along.
Yes.
But in a situation whereby you don't even know anything.
Yes.
Imagine you send your child to go and learn maybe Ukrainian language, for example.
Okay.
And the child comes home and she wants to express herself, and she's saying something you don't even know.
Yeah.
But it will be better if you also have.
You can speak the same language. Can flow together.
She will be happy. In fact, you can even guide her
on what to do. No, charity begins at home, they say. So yeah, it is not a bad idea. So let me bring this as you step up to go now. What are you doing in advancing tech in schools yourself from your own end?
Okay. In like about 10 years now, I've been going around, because I know it doesn't matter how cheap or how accessible or how affordable. Some people will still have excuses like,
okay,
get it. So in my own way, I've gone to churches, I've gone to even schools,
okay,
to tell people about the importance, and I've even offered free trainings severally.
Okay.
Although I stopped at the point.
What happened
The reason
there?
why I stopped is
okay,
I later realized that what people don't pay for, they don't value. But just for me not to hurt my conscience, I offer this service now in a very, very affordable, at a very, very affordable cost.
Okay.
That you cannot even say you cannot afford, except you are not serious.
You are not interested.
You are not interested.
Let's not use like they're not serious. Maybe not just interested.
Okay, not interested. So I've been going around, talking to people, especially churches.
Okay.
Talking to them, telling them the importance and offering free trainings to the level I can.
Okay.
So, and if you are really, really interested,
yes,
you now look for me. But then I won't give it to you all free in such a way that you now abandon it.
I understand you. It has been a beautiful time with Mr. Victor Oladipo, the coding expert, who is saying coding is the new literacy. You should be able to speak the language of coding. Mr. Victor Oladipo, our coding expert, can you please drop your number for viewers who are interested in coming up to you for one thing or the other in the world of tech?
Okay, my phone number 070 35 07 2682. I call it again 070 35 07 2682. That's also my WhatsApp number. I'm always available on WhatsApp.
Okay, so yes, do the needful. You can reach out to Mr. Victor, and he is going to be at your beck and your call. It has been a beautiful time having you, Mr. Victor. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for the enlightenment. And I hope when you start creating not just the what did you call them? The ones who are taking up you talk about coding now, like these people are the eaters of the coding, the consumers. Yeah. When you have many creators, I hope when it becomes the big name, I hope when we call you here, you're still going to be available for us. Okay, Spring Delight is not over yet. We are going to take you through the world of my work, my pride. What is it that you do that brings food on the table that you are so proud about? I mean, we have our coding expert. He does this for a living and he enjoys what he is doing. I talk for a living. I'm an OAP and I love what I do. It is my work, my pride. What is your work, my pride? We're going to be showing you a video and enjoy. Don't go nowhere.
My name is Bolaji Jegede. I am the CEO of Eternity Stone Group, the Pabio Stone Group, and also the founder of the Pabio Stone Foundation. My background is in chemical engineering. I hold a first-class degree in chemical engineering from the prestigious University of Lagos in Nigeria. I later went on scholarship to Cambridge University in United Kingdom for an advanced degree in chemical engineering. I also hold certification in leadership from the University of Colorado in America. And also I hold a degree in supply chain management from the Metropolitan School of Business and Management in the UK. I have been in entrepreneurship for 21 years now. I started entrepreneurship while I was in the second year in the University of Lagos. As an entrepreneur and a student, I had 5 businesses on campus. And while I excelled academically, I was also the entrepreneur of the year when I was graduating, having run 5 businesses on campus. The Eternity Stone Group, we're into power and renewable energy, especially solar energy, where we also help companies install solar systems in their various facilities, whether hospitals or individual homes. We also provide trainings for people who want to know how to install solar systems and use that as a source of livelihood. At the Eternity Stone Group, we also are into research and development. We research into various fields of endeavor, and we own an animation studio where we do animated movies. So do what we call the management consulting. In the management consulting business, we help MSMEs secure loans for their businesses from the Bank of Agric, from the Bank of Industry. We do community development projects in various communities. It's one of the things that we excel at doing. For the 15 years, we have provided educational bursaries. We have provided healthcare solutions. We have provided power and water to various communities in Osun State and in Nigeria at large. I remember when there was the COVID, when there were Ebola also in team, we were at the forefront of for against the Ebola virus, and the African Union actually reached out to us asking for our materials, which is used in Africa. I believe that entrepreneurship is my purpose, my passion, and I'm motivated because as an entrepreneur, we provide solutions that the world requires. And it's always exciting for me when I look at problems in the environment, in the communities, and solve those problems. And solving problems of people excites me. It gets my mind working on how to make people's lives better. And that's why we are where we are today by the grace of God and by the ability to actually think and provide solutions that help people become better. I derive a lot of joy from what I do, and that gives me the motivation to continue to move from one community to another community, spreading joy, spreading happiness within Osun State and Nigeria at large. This is who I am. I'm Bolaji Jegede. My work is my pride.
Oranges are round-colored citrus fruits that grow on trees. They originally came from China, but today, these nutrient powerhouses are grown in warm climates around the world. There are many different varieties of oranges. Some types include Navel, Dairy, Valencia, Seville, Jaffa. Every type of orange has more than 100% of your recommended amount of vitamin C. The more than citrus fruits ought to do to get this key vitamin C and E. Nutrition in this medium-sized orange has 60 calories, no fat or sodium, 3 grams of fiber, 12 grams of sugar, grams of protein, 14 micrograms of vitamin E, 17 milligrams of vitamin C, 6% your daily recommended amount of calcium, 237 milligrams of potassium, 15 grams of carbohydrates. The vitamin C in oranges helps your body in lots of ways. Protects yourself from damage, helps your body make collagen, a protein that heals wounds and gives you smoother skin. Makes it easier to absorb iron to fight anemia. Boosts your immune system, your body's defense against germs. Slows the advance of age-related macular degeneration, AMD, a leading cause of vision loss. Helps fight cancer, causing free radicals. When you're feeling anxious, vitamin C can also lower your levels of the stress hormone, cortisol, and your blood pressure. Some other benefits: anti-inflammatory. Some food tell your immune system it's under attack. This causes inflammation. When inflammation turns into a long-term problem, it can trigger diabetes, heart diseases, arthritis, cancer, and Alzheimer's disease. Oranges have the opposite effect. Fiber. The 3 grams of fiber in a medium orange help keep your bowels healthy, your cholesterol and risk of heart disease low, and ulcers at bay. Fiber also slows the way your body absorbs sugar, a big bonus if you have diabetes. Calcium. Oranges are high in this important nutrient, which keeps your bones, organs, and muscles strong. Folate for moms and babies. Oranges are a great way to get a big dose of folate naturally. Your body uses it to divide cells and make DNA because it helps prevent birth defects. It's an especially important B vitamin for pregnant women. Good sugar. The 12 grams of sugar in an orange are all natural. That's different from the kind of sugar you'd get in a candy bar, plus all the fiber, vitamins, and antioxidants that come with an orange make it a much better choice for your body. Choose raw oranges, which have less sugar in the kind. Potassium nutrients lowers your blood pressure. Oranges have a bunch of it. Citric acid and citrates compound helps prevent kidney stone from forming. Health risk of oranges. Sometimes you can get too much of a good thing during the many bites the supplements from too much vitamin C at one time. More fiber and sugar than it needs. Watch out for nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, stomach cramps, headache, and insomnia. Oranges are high in acid, and that can make symptoms of GERD worse. If you're taking beta blockers, too many oranges could increase your potassium intake and lead to kidney damage. If your body stores iron than it needs, a condition called hemochromatosis, high doses of vitamin C can add more iron and damage your tissues. Vitamin C may also increase absorption from medicines containing iron like phosphate binders and increase your estrogen levels if you're on more level. Or you get some sugar and fiber instead of too much fruit juice, also raise risk of disease, especially mid-age. But all oranges, their juice are good for you. And we are back from Bring the Light on Western Spring Television, channel 190 DTT on Star Time. And of course, my name is Ajibike and Jerry Ojo. That's been a beautiful time talking to that coding expert and making me to understand that this coding is the new literacy. That is, whatever we know before, let us just drop it and pick up the coding and the tech on the coding and the tech world. That was a beautiful one, Mr. Victor Oladipo. And of course, you enjoyed the fruit report. The truth is, these are part of the ways you can take care of your body, you know, after you burning out calories, which is the aerobic session. And of course, we also have the fruit report. You say it is always a good thing when you have fresh fruits. You know what you're consuming, you can see, you know, and of course, it has all vitamins and essentials that are good for your body. So in whatever it is that is your diet, do not omit the intake of fruits. And that is why we are here to enlighten you. My second guest is well seated right now. I call her the work of art. She has been here before. The first time she came, that is what we say. You can't do what no one has done before, but the ability to carve a niche for yourself is what really makes you different. I call her my work of art. She's indeed she is. Okay, her name is Patience Adekunle, and she is a creative visual artist. Hello, Patience. How are you?
Good morning, ma.
It's so good to see you.
I'm happy to see you again.
Good to have you. You look very beautiful.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, you are a creative visual artist. First of all, I say, what brought about what you're wearing today? What comes to your mind when you want to wear an outfit as a creative visual artist? What is the first thing that comes to your mind when you want to wear an attire?
No, thank you very much. When I want to step out or whenever I want to dress, I think of myself being an art myself because I'm a representation